Unbelievable! Are you looking for a no-nonsense property and business podcast? Our mission is to provide jam-packed content straight to your ears, where we can add value and unpick the fluff in the industry. If this sounds like a bit of you, then strap in and hold tight for an episode with Heidi and Dan.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Unbelievable Property Podcast. So you're with your host Heidi Mobbs and I'm riding solo today. So I'm going to be doing a mini series on how to leave your job and go through some steps to implement how to live your life by design basically. So we're going to have a few mini episodes which you can implement some actions and hopefully leave your job too. So the first episode is around why you wanting to leave your job. Whether you're working 9 till 5, you work in shift patterns, you're not working in the life you want to have. So for me, for example, I used to work in an office, but based at home. And it wasn't a bad job, to be fair, but I was a slave to the laptop. I actually got into a position where I was doing a job I didn't want to do. I wasn't enjoying it. Sat at a laptop all day was incredibly boring, and I wanted that varied lifestyle. I also wanted to have half terms off with my kids, be able to walk them to school and not feel guilty. So the first thing you need to establish is your life and what you're not enjoying about it. Is it you'd like some more money? Is it you'd like a different house? Is it the time freedom? Is it, wanting to spend more time doing things you enjoy, bike riding, mine's paddleboarding? What is it? The reason this is really important and why you're wanting to do it is because it gets you up on the hard days. It gets you out of bed in the morning. It gives you that motivation to keep on going. So, for example, if you're wanting to leave your job and you want in a nice Lamborghini, that is not strong enough. You need to link your business, your actions, everything to a big why. So financial gain isn't that important. An extra day off might not be that important. Lamborghini, like I said, not important. You need a big why. So if that's family related to you, if it's having the more time freedom, I've got friends that are they feel too old for their trades, whether they're getting injuries, back pains, neck pains, and they're a slave to their job basically. So the first and most important thing is your why. And I'm going to give you a couple of tips on how you can establish that. If you picture, you can do this on a spreadsheet, you can do this on a piece of paper, whatever you like. I like post-it notes, for example. I want you to write down a couple of things. What do you want more of in life? What is that more of? Is it more time freedom? If you get that, how are you going to spend it? Is it going to be relaxing? Is it going to be time with friends or family? What do you want more of? Is it more money? More hobbies? Things like that. What do you want more of in life? What do you want less of in life? That is equally important. Do you want less time on your phone? Less time working on a laptop? Less time having to deal with people? Less time doing things you don't enjoy doing? Whether you're working 37, 47 hours per week, what do you want less of in life? Think about your business. Now, we're not going to do this yet, but think about the type of business you want to run. It might not necessarily be property. It might be something else. What do you want more of in business, and what do you want less of in business? Your fifth column, I want you to think about your life in general. What do you want to keep? So what are you currently enjoying? Is it Saturdays off? Is it evenings off? Is it your hobbies? What is it? Are you happy with your salary? So linking these why to feelings will support with the next couple of podcast episodes and support with your actions and how you can implement it as well. So first of all, have a big why. Second action on this is, again, get a piece of paper, get a spreadsheet, get some post-it notes and write down what you would like in your life as well. Is it more time freedom? Money? Is it materialistic things? It's not a problem if you want a Lamborghini or a paddleboard or whatever it is, but write down them items that you'd like. Is it a swimming pool? Is it a massive mansion? This will then bode what type of property related business or business you want to go into that will help you establish those goals and habits. If you want to get 10 grand a month, for example, which is really achievable, but actually you don't want to do a business related to property or whatever it is, you need to make sure that that action, that why, and that behavior is linked to it. What you don't want to be doing is getting yourself into a strategy, which we'll cover on the next episode, a strategy which defeats the object of why you're going into it. And I'll give you an example. So I started with rent to rent. I needed cash flow to leave my job to give me some time back. So I was working 37 hours a week over 4 days. I had a Monday off to do property in the end, and I wanted 37 hours of my week back to leave my job to start a business. I then condensed that time into about 15 hours a week. What did I do with the rest of it? I started putting things in that I enjoyed. So, for example, if you don't want a noisy business, and what I mean by that is loads of issues, loads of people, loads of actions, loads of admin, then you need to go down a different route, which we'll cover in the next episode. So, first of all, link why you're leaving your job, and it's got to be really important, and it's got to go into tangible actions and habits. Don't just go, I want to leave my job because I can't be bothered to paint anymore, or I want to, have a Saturday off. You've got to have a big ass why to get you out of bed in the morning. So have a think about that first, and then we'll move on into what strategy is best for you, and I'll go through them as well. So let me know how you get on in the comments, or message me how you've got on having a think about your why. Let me know what it is. Doesn't matter if it's a holiday, a Lamborghini, but it does need to be strong enough to get you out of bed in the morning. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you on the second episode.
Unbelievable! Thank you for joining us this week. We hope we added value to your day. Stay tuned and see you next time for another unbelievable episode. See you next time.